What up? What up? What's up? It is 8:41 on a Tuesday, and I am live back in the building with another live stream. A random live stream today, by the way. I'm gonna let this music rock out a bit while we see who jumps in the building. We got Peter. He said, hey, what up, man? Thanks for tuning in. I'm not gonna be long today. I forgot I had this song that I purchased for my live streams a while ago. All right. Oh, what day did I say, man? Did I say Tuesday? Hey, look, it's Wednesday up in here. It is Wednesday up in here. All right. We're going to kick it for just a little bit while I shed some light on the passing and what looks like the murder of a young woman who was traveling. He said, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Hey, man, pimp slip up sometimes. All right. The music has ended. We are live. Hey, man, what's good? First of all, Pete, thanks for joining, my man. I appreciate you rocking with me. I don't know if you saw the article. I linked the article that I'm going to share in the description if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook. Speaking of which, if you are watching this on YouTube or Facebook, hit that like button. All right, help me out on the algorithms. That's the algorithm over here. I'm not going to be too long. You know, that's how they say in church services, when it's going to be long, they'll be like, I'm not going to be too long today, congregation. I wish I had music. Where's the music at? Hold on. This music might not match. I might not be too long, congregation. You know, I'm just going to talk a little bit here today. Let me stop. All right. So look, I'm bringing some light to a tragic situation. And what's interesting is this. When you look at what's going on in the world, there's a lot of interactions between a lot of different people everywhere you go. P said, I got your back. Shout out to you. Sage Mode Training in the building. He said, what's happening? All right. That's my homeboy. Me and him grew up together. Then, you know, experienced life together and things like that. And he's aware of the person and the subject that we're talking about today. Okay. So in the link, if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, I put a tiny URL link to News One. It's like a news media source. In my opinion, they do a pretty decent write-up of events that are pop culture related, if you will. And in this particular one, a young lady was traveling to Mexico, Cabo specifically, with, and I'm doing air quotes, friends. I got to work on my green screen, with friends, and ended up losing her life. And there was a lot of early things that came out about what happened with her that were conflicting. To then have an autopsy come out and a pretty it's just a sad video of the young lady getting just pummeled by the people that she was on the trip with. Okay, so that's a summary of the article, but I'm going to go ahead and bring up this article here. Let me make sure I do this properly, and we're going to get started. All right, so I'm going to share my screen here. Your boy got two screens. Okay, let me make sure that I share the right one. All right, so this is the young lady right here, Shanquella Robinson. This is from her Twitter source, or her Twitter, which this article written by, let's see, who is this written by? Zach Zindley, posted about 6 hours ago. Wrote up. And it reads, a Black woman died within the first 24 hours of a group trip to Cabo, Mexico. Let me make this a little bit bigger. All right. So y'all can get the full effect here on the screen. And let me take my face off of the logo so y'all can see. Let's do this. How we do this? Where's my assistant at? All right. So within 24 hours of getting there, she passed away. And there's going to be some stuff that comes up a little bit later on that uh, it's just, it's sickening. All right. Families trying to piece together what happened and how. However, they're getting nothing but conflicting stories from authorities and the group of friends that went with her, where they were going to celebrate somebody's birthday. All right. Her mom, Salamandra Robinson, and I had to say that real slow to make sure that I said the name right, said that she told me that they had a chef, that they were getting ready to eat, that they were eating tacos or a salad or something. And I said, okay, I love you. Have a good night, and I'll talk with you later. I never talked to my child again. She never made it back home. All right, said Salamandra, who's the mom of the now deceased 25-year-old young woman. Now, it's tragic when somebody loses their life pretty suddenly, right? As a parent myself, it's even more tragic if my kid was to stop breathing on this earth before I did. All right. And friends tried to claim that it was due to alcohol poisoning, that she had this big, huge turn up when she first got there, and that is how she lost her life. Yet the autopsy revealed not only a broken neck, but spinal injuries as well, which is supported by a video that is now being circulated on the media. Now, look, I can't play that video. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to play a violent act. But in the link of this article that I included in Facebook and YouTube, the link is there. Okay. So it goes on to say right here, a frantic call from the young woman's friends had said they said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poisoning. They couldn't get a pulse, and each one of the people that was there was telling different stories. So the people that were witnessing couldn't even get their stories straight. All right. When the autopsy came back, they said it didn't have anything to do with alcohol. The mom said they said she had a broken neck and that her spine in the back was cracked and she had been beaten. Which, when you watch this video, if you do go watch it, I'm going to tell you right now, viewer discretion is advised. The young lady was naked, she was nude, getting pummeled by another lady that was just, I mean, she was just outmatched. And it sounded as though there was a guy in the room filming as well that was basically telling the girl to fight back. Now, I don't know if y'all have been in a fight before or witness fights. All right. Sometimes fights are pretty even. Sometimes, it's clear somebody's more tougher, better skilled, has more grit than the other person. And typically, unless it's just somebody filled with rage, when you've outmatched somebody, the fight's over. Or when people can clearly see that you might be full of rage and you're just pummeling somebody, they'll come in and stop it. Nobody did that in the short clip that was shown, which leads me to wonder what happened on the things that we don't see that caused her to lose her life. All right. Sage Mode said right here, they broke her neck and her spine. All right. And P said she was still a baby. Y'all, 25 is young. 25 is mad young. All right. I'll be looking at 24-year-olds like they're still kids too. And I'm 38, almost 40. I was telling somebody that in a couple of years, I'm going to have a midlife crisis and buy me some type of fancy car. And they said, boy, why you keep, talking like, you know, your life is over. It's not. I'm joking. But young 20s, you have your whole life ahead of you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to a local school tomorrow to just kind of talk about actions, consequences, and choices. Essentially, that's what my speech to them is going to be about. It's a little bit more than that. I still have some things to flesh out on it, but I would love to at least try to make an impact on these kids who, if they remember my name, it's because I have a unique name. We didn't have the opportunities that some of these kids have now. We might have had one or two speakers come in on stuff like graduation and things like that. But to have different people come in and mentor you. My sister, who was like the same age as this young lady that died, is traveling all the time. And I encourage it. I encourage you to get your passport and get out and see the world. Experience different cultures, but do it safe. Okay? Do it with people that you trust. All right. Sage Mode said first it was alcohol poisoning, then it was food poisoning. I say it was lie poisoning, and they deserve the worst. It's hard for me to disagree with that. It's hard for me to be a parent, know that my kid was with her peers, and nobody wants to come forward with the truth. I'm not sure if it was this story or another article that I read, but the body was still in Cabo, Mexico, while everybody else came home. Nobody even had the respect and decency to hang back, if you will, and properly get the young lady back to the US. Now, I don't know what the fight was about. Nobody so far on any sources have said what occurred and what was the reason why. Shout out to Tarika. She said, "Good evening. I'm here." Hey, that is my mod. All right. And I appreciate every time she pops in as well. Sage Mo said it was some punk ass dude that was there saying that. I heard him and saw his beard, and nothing could warrant them taking her life. Absolutely. P says that's the problem. How do you trust and who do you not trust? Hey, that's man. All right. You have your day ones, right? Sage Mode Training is a day one of mine. Okay. Me and him, we've gone on a trip together. Hey, shout out to Miami. That was a good time. We went to Miami on Memorial Day. All right, but him and I grew up together, right? I've gone on a couple of trips with, you know, some peers and have had a blast. I'm curious what occurred that would have that other lady have so much. That was rage. That was rage and anger that she wanted to pummel that lady. And not that I'm some type of psychologist or things like that, but I'm an observer of people. And it is my opinion that something relational or sexual occurred between Shanquella and one of the other people that was either on that trip or back home that was revealed within those first 24 hours that caused that other woman and whoever else to beat up on that young girl and take her life, which is tragic in so many ways when you think about it. People have murdered people and deleted people, I should say, for the algorithm. People have deleted people for sleeping with somebody else. And just to me, that's silly. All right, that is absolutely silly. There's like a bajillion million people on this earth, and you want to get upset because somebody slept with somebody else? I will never understand that. I will never understand it. Okay. Especially when it is consensually done, occurred, right? That saying it takes two people to tango. I will never get somebody getting mad at somebody else for somebody sleeping with somebody that you're, supposedly with when that other person was a partaker in it. Doesn't make no sense to me. All right. It doesn't make any sense to me. Let's see. It went too far. Somebody needed to jump in to stop it. I think you're right. The same thing, and that it was probably sexually. There was something there that occurred. I'm telling you, the fall of man, relationships, and things in general, people have, like I said, lost their life over sex. And oh man, You know what? I'm not going there. We're not going to talk about that on this stream. All right. So, a news source had obtained the death certificate, which confirmed that the cause of death was severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. As for the claim that Robinson had been badly beaten, there's video footage showing her being violently attacked by somebody who was part of the trip. Like I said, viewer discretion is advised. I am not going to play this clip on this live stream. Not doing that. If you want to go check it out, viewer discretion is advised. The link is in the description. You can do that yourself. But this lady right here, Jane Jackson. Hey, look, hold on. Zoom in on me. Let's start with these names. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. But Jane, Salamandra. What are we naming? Pokemon characters? According to the U.S. Sun, an official with the State Department is helping Robinson's family acquire the Mexican Authority reports, despite U.S. State Department officials in Mexico maintaining that a police investigation did not show signs of foul play, which seems like a strange thing to say about a woman who died mysteriously of severe spinal cord injury that no one seems to have an explanation for. All right. So look, there's a family and people that are grieving the loss of a young one. My whole message for this live stream is for people to understand who you keep close in your circle. I definitely encourage you to travel, get them passport stamps, go see the world, but watch how you move and watch who you move with. If there's anybody that's watching that have any comments that they'd like to add before I close out the stream, please do. Tell me what you think about the incident. If you have any thoughts on it that you didn't already type out, or if you have any advice for people out there that want to go travel, that want to see the world, that may want to, go out with their homies. I had an opportunity to go to Vegas, which is, considered a place of a source of entertainment. You hear the phrase, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I ultimately didn't make it work out, but two of the people that went to Vegas, I actually went to Miami with Sage Mode Training. Shout out to Peter and Mr. Dudley. I'm not going to put his first name out there. All right. I don't think he watched my content anyway. But look, he's on social media, and I want to say he probably posted about Vegas anyway. But be smart. Be smart with the people that you keep close in your circle. The first 5 or 6 people that you're closely connected with kind of gives other people an idea about who you are. All right. So Peter said, anybody needs to take some self-defense courses like karate. Hey, that's a good thing. Learn how to fight. All right. My kid's a little itty bitty thing. And as her father, I'm constantly talking with her, wrestling around with her to try and make her tough. But I mean, she's small. I'm like 5'8". I'm 5'7.5", but we gonna round up. 260 pounds. It can bench press I can still bench press about 360. I'm not worried about my strength and taking care of myself. I'm also not gonna win every fight that I'm up against either. Yet I have some basic knowledge on how to defend myself. All right. And that just comes with practice. Even then, there's a whole different story on self-defense if there's a weapon involved. But take the time to learn and understand the people who are around you. If they are bottom feeding people, sever those ties. Just cut them. I'm going to say that again. If they are bottom feeding people that you have close ties with or close connections with, to include family, cut those ties. They're only going to drag you down or delete you. And y'all know what I mean by delete. Turn your TV off. All right? No longer breathing on this earth. And if you are somebody that chooses not to, watch who you move with, and those people drag you down, with the amount of times that people are saying this, not just on YouTube's vlogs, but to the people that you meet and speak with in real life, if something does occur and happen when people are telling you to stop doing this, it's on you and it's unfortunate. All right. So hey, look, one other thing. You see, Sage Mo said, I'll fight a kid about my kid. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Pete said, brother, if you take any karate classes for her, let me know. I'm a karate teacher. Oh, bro, I didn't know that. Good deal. Oh, I did know that. My bad. Hold up. I did know that. All right. So look, that's my video for today. This is an impromptu live stream. I just wanted to kind of come and get my thoughts off about that. Watch who you keep close in your circle. All right. I'm out. Peace.